guys, Ash here coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends. Welcome to the video, guys. How are you all doing? I'm doing great. I love the fall, the autumn, even though I feel like it gets shorter and shorter every year, or maybe I'm just getting older and time's going by faster. I have no idea, but I took my son apple picking, pumpkin patch picking, I guess, over the weekend. That was a blast here. I'm recording this Sunday night. We'll go out Monday, so I hope you guys had a great weekend as well. If not, sending you positive vibes. Remember, whatever you're going through right now, it will, you will get better, right? Things will get better. People change, you change, you will, no matter how tough, whatever you're going through in the moment is, just know, just stay strong, and, you know, that's one thing that I've learned in my time is that, boy, I look at what I stressed about, what I worried about 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 years ago, and I barely even remember it now, and, you know, this is things that cost me hours of days of sleep, you know? I digress. Today I want to make a pretty short video. I've been kind of hesitating making this video because the truth is, man, I gotta hand it to Plarium, right? In terms of their development team. Dude, it's insane. I want to share a quick story with you guys. Fast forward a minute. I'm sorry for rambling so long at the beginning of this video, but I actually met with some people who were, you know, affiliated with the company, Plarium, right? At TwitchCon. And I found out that, you know... Oh, hell no! It's probably not public knowledge exactly what, so I don't want to like share all the specifics, but I found out like how above and beyond they went as a company to take care of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of employees in Ukraine, helping them to relocate, helping them with housing, helping them with food, helping them with everything. And in return, they kept the game going. And these people would work overnight through, you know, everything that's going on in reality. And it just really hearing some of the specific stories, which again, I wasn't given permission to kind of share with you guys. I don't want to like, you know, just tell everything, but there's some really, really incredible stories in terms of what the game dev team did just so we have a game to play, you know, in the middle of reality for them, which is a freaking war. So, man, I was blown away and just a newfound respect for what the company did, you know. We give them a lot of crap here on the channel. Something always brings me back to you. You know, sometimes rightfully so. Let's be real. Let's be honest. Keep it 100, as the kids don't say anymore. But it really was touching, you know, because not many companies care that much for their employees nowadays, I feel. With that said, screw you, Plarium! I'm never buying a Soulstone again! And I'm not joking. The thing is, it's been a while, right? It's been a while, a couple months now since Soulstones and Blessings and Awakenings were released inside the game. And I hesitated making this video for a while because I just wanted to feel it out a little bit. You know, they added them to the Hydra clan boss and, you know, just see how the economy kind of fell into place. Is it worth it, right? And one thing that is not worth it to me, I'm only speaking for myself here, is the cost of these friggin' stones, man. Immortal Soulstones for $70 US. I get 50 mortals for $70 US. Man, oh man, they better be freaking, and look it, I close it and it pops up right back in my face, dude. Plarium, what are you doing to me?
If you approached in the street by a robber, do you think you'd be able to defend yourself?
No.
Good. Give me your money.
Well, actually, you're making my point. You're making my point. I want to hear from you guys on this one too, because I got to be totally real with you guys. I'm gonna keep it real. Again, keep it 100. I won't say that ever again. So the thing is, guys, is I actually feel like the system is flawed in a few ways. I'm going to talk about those really quickly, but I want to hear from you guys especially. I'm going to pass along your feedback to Plarium directly. If you have any solutions, what would you like to see from either the economy side of Blessings and Soulstones and Awakening, or from just the practicality in the utility, the actual what it is, what these abilities do, right? So I have a few problems. Overall, again, I think it's a cool addition to the game, right? Iron Twins, Fortress. I don't know about you guys. I'm just going to be real, though, is I'm not... How many times am I going to say I'm going to be real in this video? It's going to be real, guys. I'm over it, you know? Like, I have my team. It's an auto block damage team, and that's it. I don't really give it much thought, you know? I don't know. It's not the most compelling dungeon ever added to the game, but it is what it is, I guess, right? But in terms of these stones, right? I mean... Dude, the number one issue I have, right, and this is coming from a guy who has almost every champion in the freaking game, right, but of course I do have my mini account, right, and my mini account, I only have like 20 champions, you know, built, certainly like 15 champions built, you know, and dude, it's gonna take me, even if I had all the champions, which I do on this account, close to, you know, it's still gonna take me years and years and years and years because of the cost of the freaking stones, man. And I mean, everything, the souls and the stones and freaking everything to me it's not worth what the feature actually is. Now, listen, 40 for a Necret double split soul, 40 soul essence, you know, that might seem okay, pretty reasonable, but it scales so dramatically big. It's like 300 or 400. It costs hundreds of these. And I don't know about you guys, but if I'm not buying anything, if I'm not like investing a ton of money into this feature, then I just think I'm never gonna get this crap. You know, like me as a big spender, a whale in the game, even if I was spending money, I feel like it's pretty twisted. But before I get to that, the biggest thing is I don't really like, especially on my free-to-play, man, I don't like how you can get all these you can spend a ton of money and get all these souls for champions you don't even have, man. Like, that does not jive well with me.
I can explain. Let me explain.
Even like paying for these immortal soulstones, if I was to pay the $70, I'm probably just gonna get a bunch of rares and epics, you know? $70 for a chance of a 3 to 6 star legendary, one thing, and then if I pull it, odds are most players don't even have that legendary. $70? It goes into like, if they want to make the economy this way, and again, I'm not smart enough to tell you how it should be, you know? I'm smart enough to tell you how it should be in terms of, yeah, like, let's make it for maybe champions that we have. Maybe, you know? But in terms of like what needs to tweak here in terms of the Mystic market and stuff like that and the overall economic, you know, what should change, right? You economists in the, you know, in the audience can help me out. But for me, it just doesn't make sense. It's given the cost. So here's what I'm going to do moving forward, right? I'm going to go ahead and I'm still going to play the Iron Twins. I'm going to do it probably 4 or 5 days a week. That's what I've been doing lately. I'm trying not to forget a day, but inevitably I do. Usually the weekend, which is, you know, Sunday's the best time to usually farm it, which sucks. But, you know, a few things they could do. They can increase the drop rate dramatically from the Iron Twins, right? Half the time I'm not even getting any Soulstones, right? So give us a lot more of the Immortal Soul coins, you know, or just go ahead and have increase the rate of Immortal Soul Essence, heck, even Eternal Soul Essence that we can get from the Iron Twins Fortress itself, right? That's number one. Number two is you can narrow it down to champions that we actually have, that we actually own, right? And number three is the cost, man. Like, it's weird. Part of me, when I say this, I think to myself, well, what about all the players that already paid this money? Think about people who have paid thousands and thousands of dollars with this economic structure. Those people are going to be pissed off. And I do, you know, think about everybody, right? Because we have to be realistic when we suggest something. So is it fair to them to lower the cost? For me, I'm just speaking for me here. Blessings are cool. When we go to the blessings screen, though, like one part about the whole blessings and awakenings, right, is some of them are like really solid, right? I love like Soul Reap is pretty fun, even though again, the issue is like HP threshold 4%, I barely even notice it, right? And how long is it gonna take me to get a 6 star unless I get incredibly lucky on my arena nuker or whatever, right? It's gonna take me a long time, right? So for me, again, to get Soul Reap, it might cost me thousands and thousands of dollars of investing in this game for one thing. And then, I know I have a 20% Grim Reaper in the arena on one champion. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, there's a few blessings that I think are super underwhelming. Like Poison in the arena. Dude, Poison is not a thing in the arena, right? It's not just that, though. It's HP Burn in the arena. Like, HP Burn is also not... Maybe someday it will be a thing. But I would like the blessings right now, all of them, to have a little bit... maybe not all, because Brimstone is still OP in my opinion. But some of them, I want to have a little bit more utility, all-around utility, you know? Because, I don't know, Brimstone's so cool because you can use it against bosses, you're doing smites, and you're doing a ton of damage, right? So that is legit. I also am a big fan of Temporal Chains, excuse me. So Temporal Chains, personally, in Brimstone, that's what I'm using the most. But a few of these are just, like, very underwhelming. So I almost wish they would add a little bit more blessings, either that, or just make the ones that just have absolutely no use case a little bit stronger, right? And a lot of them are geared towards attack-based champions, not defense-based champion or kind of tankier champions. I feel like there's a lot of offensive blessings out there. I would actually like to see that change as well. So again, I don't hate the system, but I'm telling you guys right now, I'm putting my money, or I'm not putting my money where my mouth is. I'm done, man. I'm done. I bought like 1 or 2 packs. I didn't go crazy. just to kind of see what I got, you know, and it wasn't worth the money, you know, because at the end game here is one blessing on one champion that you probably don't have. So the last thing I wanted to mention here, guys, is, was that it? Was that it? Did I have one more thing I wanted to mention? Yes, the wish list. 2 times chance. There's like 1,000 champions in the game.
1 second. 1 second, hold on. I'm trying to look for a coin.
Let's make it a 10 times chance, huh? Let's make it a 10 times chance, or a 20, or a 50 times chance, right? Or institute a mercy system on the wish list. This will help remedy the fact that you're pulling so many champions you don't even have, you know? So anyway, guys, that's why I'm not spending on this particular feature. Again, as I started the video, you know, I love what they've been able to do under a freaking, again, under being bombed, you know? Those circumstances are, it's incredible to me what the team is actually putting out updates, let alone keeping the server going. So it's really not a knock on Plarium or the feature or the concept of the feature. To me, I've said it 100 times, I'll end the video, but the economy does not make sense to me, and I'm just not going to spend money on it. I'm not going to spend money on a feature, even if it puts me behind or whatever, you know, other YouTubers or whomever. You know, ultimately, I want it to feel worth it, and I don't feel like it's worth it right now. I really want to hear from you guys. What are your solutions? Is there anything that bothers you or that you love that I didn't mention in this video? Would love to hear from you guys. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care, guys.